Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this episode, we're gonna do a mod in this car just to test if it actually works, if it does anything or not. But before we get too deep into today's video, as usual, let's roll the intro. Before we start with the modification today, I just want to thank all of you that have messaged me or comment on the previous video, which I'm going to link up here, of my Forester being crashed. To be honest, I didn't think many people were going to care, and I didn't really think at all that some of you were going to show me that support and wanted to stick around to see what happens to it. So just to show you that I'm not slacking, behind the scenes, I already got my KYB shocks, as I said in the previous video. And apart from the airbox, I think I already got the wheels that I'm going to fit. They are kind of OEM and not at the same time, but you're going to have to wait for that. So without further ado, let's start with the modification. Alright, so what we're going to remove today is the air muffler. I don't know if other cars got them, I'm assuming some other brands do, but Subaru loves putting air mufflers. The air muffler, basically what it does is reduce the intake noise. I'm assuming it's for some certain level that, I don't know if some sort of stipulation or it's just to reduce the intake noise. So what we're going to do is remove the air muffler and we're going to see if we can hear more intake noise or is it going to be exactly the same. Bear in mind this is just a EJ20 NA, so it's not on turbo, so we'll see if it's not going to give him better performance or anything like that, but I want to see if he has better sound or not. So we need to remove this part of the intake first, which I already removed the clips the last time when I was actually adjusting my headlamps. So yeah, let's remove this and we go from there. But before we remove anything, let's start it up, give it a few reps and see what it sounds like before, and then we'll do another video when we finish to see if we actually get any better noise or anything. Alright, so that's what it sounds like previously, which, you know, it sounds quite good. But I'm hoping that actually when we drive in, it sounds better than it sounds now. So let's just start removing things and let's see what we get. So this is basically just attached to your airbox right there and right here. And as I said, it has two clips that they mount just at the front. So we're going to remove that. And now what we're going to have to remove is the airbox. So we're going to disconnect this, we're going to remove this from here, and we're going to disconnect this pipe that goes to our throttle body. So we're going to remove this, we're going to remove this pipe. Be careful with your air muff sensor, don't break the connections, because otherwise you're going to have a fun day. So we're going to remove that. We're going to remove this from here as well. Alright, so that's the back. As you can see, we got a lot of shit in there. So we probably need to clean that before we put it back on. And now what we got is our air filter, which I'm using HKS at the minute. And what we're going to have to remove now is this plastic, and our air muffler is going to be connected to this right at the bottom. So we need to remove this, and our air muffler is basically that you see right here, just poking through. Right, so what we're going to do is, there is a 10mm in this side. So in order to remove the airbox, basically we've got that 10mm, I think it's 10 or 13mm bolt that we're going to have to remove, and then I'm going to be able to show you the air muffler. Now that the airbox is out, actually it isn't, I'm lying, there's a knot right here on the inside. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but I'll show you in a minute. So let me get that out. Okay, that's out now. So let me show you the air muffler. You see, this is what Subaru puts right at the bottom of the airbox, just to quiet down the intake noise. So what we're going to do is remove this. We're going to clean all of this, because as you can see, all that is salt and shit from the road. So we're going to clean that. We're going to put it back on the car. Okay, so to remove it, we got a plastic screw here. So we're going to see if it's one of those that is easy to remove, or is one of those that is actually a pain and we're going to have to break. So yeah, it seems like it's spinning. So what we're going to do is get another screwdriver. All right, so because it's spinning, what we're going to do is try to get the other screwdriver underneath. You see, when it jumps like that, we're going to get under and we can pull it out. And there you go, that's out now. Now, to remove the muffler, all we need to do, as far as I know, is just twist. Because it got some, as you can see, it got some tabs in there, a plastic tab there. So I think if we twist, we should be able to get it out. Or if not, what we can do is just push them in. Yeah, so if we just push down on that top, right there, that will bring that one down. And now we just turn it around and we repeat the process on this one. So we push in and down. All right, so now we got both tabs under the actual airbox. It's a bit tedious, but you'll be able to get it out. What we're going to do now is just try to remove it from the airbox itself. And there we go. As you can see, those are the tabs that I was on about. So there's one there and one here. And now all we've got is a hole. Now, some people, what they will do is basically seal this hole and seal this here, which I can see why, because some people say that it might get a bit of water in here or it might be sucking some crap. But the thing is, if you look at it, this airbox has been sitting like this and the engine is sitting here. So your air filter sits all the way here, and then basically your air comes in this way, and now it's going to be coming this way as well. So because of your air filter is here, it doesn't really matter that the hole is open, because it's going to be filter the air before it actually goes into your throttle body. So it doesn't really matter that that is open. So I'm going to leave it open. Now, if then I have issues with the engine, this is the video you're going to come back and comment and say, you should have done that. But well, we're here just to learn, and I don't think it's needed really to actually block this, because otherwise we're not going to get any noise, any different noises with that on or with that off if this is being capped. So what we're going to do now is clean this a bit and put it back on, go for a test drive, and then we're going to see if we get any results or not. All right, so now that we got the muffler out, I sort of did give it a quick clean on this. We're going to just reverse the process and put everything where it needs to go. So just remember, there's one that has to go in here and the other one goes down there. We got a 10mm nut right here. I'm gonna put that on. Don't lose it, because if it drops in the engine bay, it's gonna be hard to find. So we got that one. That's nice and tight there. And now we need the other one that goes down here. Alright, now that that is on, what we're going to do is put our air filter. Right, remember to put it in the right way in. So that's going to sit right there, And what we're going to do now is put the other side of the airbox. Now, as you can see right here, this is for this hose right there, power steering hose, and then this one here is where your MF sensor wiring clicks in. So you need to remove that out of the way so you can actually get the box all the way down and in place. Now, one clip, two clips, we put this box back in position. Make sure that's all the way in there. And now we can connect our MUF sensor right there. Put the clip where it goes and put the hose where it goes. Actually, I said that clip there was to hold this hose for the power steering. It's actually the one that comes from the reservoir, well, still power steering. Now we just need to put this part of the intake, which the plan of this, or the idea for this, is to drain air, clean, fresh air from the front of the vehicle as you're driving along. So sometimes it's just a bit tricky to, there we go, that's in. And yeah, I know I need to get two clips to actually hold this in position, but I'll do that another time. Alright, so I'm gonna start and do the same thing that I did before, just rev it a few times and see if we notice any different. And now what we're going to do is just go for a drive and see what it sounds like. Hopefully we gain some noises. As I said, it's not going to affect performance. It's not going to give us more horsepower or anything like that. But what it could do is maybe drone a bit more air, or a bit fresher air if you like, because that's not in position. Now, hopefully that doesn't affect to our air and fuel ratio, but we'll have a look. So let's see if it actually makes any difference or not. So I'm going to turn right here. And see what happens. See if it actually makes any difference or not. I know some people say yes, some others say no, so let's see. I mean, I don't know. It maybe is a tiny bit louder, the induction now. Maybe, I don't know. It seems responsive, but it was before. So, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just like the car, so I like the sound, but it feels more responsive. That's. I don't know if that is just me because I did something to it, but it does feel a bit better. Right, let's give it another go. Let's see. That sounds quite good. That sounds quite good. Don't really know if it, I feel like it does sound a bit louder, not a lot more. But yeah, I think just do it and try it. Let me know what you think. Before we go, let me show you what this car sounds like, even though it's an EJ non-turbo. It's been a few days since I recorded the video that you're watching right now, And I actually noticed that mostly driving at night without the air muffler, it gets a deeper noise. You get a deeper induction noise, mostly above 3,500 RPM and going up in the range. You can actually tell that there is something missing, let's say. So let me know down in the comments what you think. If you're planning on doing it, or if you have done it and your car sounds better, worse, or exactly the same, just let me know in the comments. But I'm gonna end this video here, so as usual, thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing if you do, and I shall see you very shortly.